Welcome back. In this class, we will see how we can create assignments, we can create MCQ tests, post materials, so on and so forth. So when you log in back to your Google Classroom, you go to this classwork tab. So in the classwork tab, you see that you can create assignments out here, you can create questions, use topics to organize your classwork, so on and so forth. Note one thing, that whatever you're doing in your classroom, whatever you're doing in your Google Classroom, everything gets stored in your class drive folder, which means that it creates a Google Drive for your classroom, which means all the materials, everything, documents which you're posting in your classroom get stored in your class drive, which means it can be accessed from any location. Now, how to create assignments. So the plus sign here, you click on this, you have multiple choice of creating assignments. So there is first tab which is called as creating assignments, then there is a quiz assignment, there is questions, material, and so on and so forth. In fact, for every class you can actually create specific topics, which means let's say you have in IMC is the entire class which is going to be for 30 sessions. So I can create a topic which is called as Introduction to IMC, so which will be a topic 1. So all the materials related to this topic can be posted in this particular area of Introduction to IMC as a topic. Not to complicate it much, we can just leave it as it is and then just first create an assignment. Or let's say let's create post a material. So when I'm going to post a material, what you see in the screen here is whenever you have to do some activity, whether it's going to post a material, assign an assignment, or a question MCQ, if you see on the right hand side, the post area is actually gray, which means that till the time you have not created a title for any of your classwork, the activation of assigning to the class will not start. Let's say if I create a title called as Introduction to IMC. Now if you see that it has now converted the gray box into green, which means that it is ready to be posted. And also you see on the left hand side, this has got automatically saved. Now what is that I want to post to my students? On this left hand side, on the right hand side, there's a small arrow, right? This arrow enables you to schedule your post. So if at all, let's say you want to release the presentation or the handouts of Introduction to IMC after the session, then you can actually create a schedule and decide when you want to schedule this material. Now let me go and see how I can post a material. So in posting material, there's something called as create and there's something called as add. Create means that you can create a Google Doc or Google slide, whereas add allows you to attach your document or a presentation from your Google Drive or a file. So if I click on file, it takes me to my Google Drive, or I can select files from my device and upload it out here. By this, you are posting your materials, which is your handouts, or you can say presentations, so on and so forth. That's how you post your materials out here. Again, since you have not created any topic, so there is no need to select here, but in case you have selected a topic and you want to post your materials related to the topic, then you can mention the topic name out here and then select the topic. So that is the first session on creating and posting materials. Similarly, you can also create an assignment. Now, what is an assignment? When I click on assignment, assignments can be descriptive, can be subjective, the way you would like to take it forward, or maybe an assignment could be a case study. Similarly, again, here I have to give a name for this, let's say case study. As soon as I type a name, you see that it has automatically created an assignment. On your right hand side, what you see here is basically what is that you want to do for this assignment. So you want to assign this assignment to all the students, or you want to assign the assignment by specific groups. Again, you can also assign points for these assignments. You can also define your due date. Now, what is the assignment which I want to send? Similarly, like materials, I can add an assignment and then post it to all students, or I can create. Now, let's say I want to add, in this case, a case study. So if I want to click and give a case study, I go to File, I select the files from my location. So since it's a case study, so I go to my section from where I can upload my, let's say this is a case study which I want the students to read, and then prepare for the questions. Now once I have selected the file, of course I create upload. It's starting to upload my file out here, and once the upload gets complete, my case study documents get uploaded in my classroom. This is taking some time to upload this PDF document. The advantage of selecting a file and uploading in Classroom is that you can also decide how this document has to be used by students. Let's say that if you are sending a document, a handout, and you don't want student to edit this handout, you can give a similar instruction in Google. So if the document is posted in your classroom, let's say a case study where you want to take a printout and give it to 60 students. Similarly, you can do that out here. Any document which you have posted, you have a selection box, so you can do what is that you want from here. So either the students can view the file, which is only view, or students can edit the file, or you can make copy for each student. Now, when will you use the three options? If I want students just to view this file and read the reading material, I leave it as it is. But if it is a Word document and I want students to input their answers, let's say I create a Word document and put some 3 or 4 subjective questions, and I want students to answer those questions, that's where you can say a student can edit the file, or can say make copy for each student. Now, when I say make copy for each student, which means that I am creating individual copies for each student for him to submit these assignments. And that is very interesting. Why? Because when I select a document, let's say a Word document, an Excel file, and I say make copy for each student, Google automatically names those copies with the student name. So which means if you have 60 students, it creates 60 copies by naming each student with that copy. So when the students submit this document back, you will get each document with the name of the student. So that's very interesting. Of course, we will see that as we go forward and create different types of assignments. Thank you very much. In the next session, I will actually take you through each and every assignments, how it is created, and then how it is also viewed by the student. Right? Thank you.